Welcome to Triple Overtake, the podcast where we talk all things F1 related. I'm your host, Kylan. With me are my older brother,
Mason,
and my dad,
Bjorn.
You can email us your questions and we will answer them on air at tripleovertake@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram, X, and YouTube. First thing we're going to discuss is the qualifying and the situation with George Russell and Max Verstappen crashing and the lack of double waved or double yellow flags.
Well, I'm going to back up a little bit and give a shout out to Haas getting both cars out of Q1 and into Q2.
Wow.
Okay, we'll get to that later, but
Hey, that was a big deal for me and for Haas.
no,
But George, yeah, let's talk about George. Improving under yellow flags, that was interesting. I don't know if we've ever seen that before. And of course, Max brought out the yellow flag, then the double yellow flags. So too bad for Max. He was pushing, he was looking good, and then put it into the wall. And George somehow improves, and there was no investigation. Or how did that work? It was noted, and then there was no further investigation, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was only a single waved yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to show that you lift even a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you had a theory as to why he improved, even though he lifted.
Yeah. So when he lifted, he gained
He charges
a
battery.
portion of his battery back, and then he dumped all of that into the final corner and towards the
Start finish line. Yep, probably.
I guess that's the regulation set that we're in, where those types of things can happen. Not used to seeing that, but I guess it was legal.
Yeah.
Even though Kimmy was questioning, how did George improve? And then Max had a snarky comment during the race when there were yellow flags being waved, and I think GP said double yellow, and Max said that means flat out, right?
Yeah.
But Max, he's always a little snarky.
Simply lovely.
Simply lovely.
What was I gonna say? I'm
How would I
blanking
know
now.
that?
We'll watch you think.
Or you can talk about Haas more.
I feel like you said that one of the Haas cars were getting to Q3,
And
but
that didn't happen. But hey, both cars out of Q1 into Q2. I'll take it.
only you could be happy about that. No, it's still good for them.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. We'll see. I think they'll have a better race this coming week at Silverstone. But we're going to save predictions for a different episode. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I won't get ahead of myself.
Mm-hmm. After the long episode last week, we're deciding to cut down on the time.
What else you got for us?
Speaking of hurry up.
Okay.
Where's the get on with it button?
Let's talk about a few of the first laps. Antonelli had some brake issues. He went off 3 times in the first 2 laps. He was definitely struggling. I think he fell down a spot or 2. Yeah, just not great. He had no confidence. It's not good.
Yeah, I think if Kimmy hadn't had such a horrendous first lap, it could have been a much different race for him. He definitely had the pace. I mean, at the end there, he was gaining on Max, who was gaining on George, and I think Jolyon said in the commentary, if this was 5 more laps, Kimmy would probably win the race. So he definitely had the car, he had the racecraft, he had all things going for him except for that opening lap, which carried over into the first part of the second lap as well.
Yeah. Next thing we'll discuss is the Cadillac double DNF after 5 laps.
Tough times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had the whole weekend was pretty awful for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Problems all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cars stopping and yeah.
And this was their big upgrade package.
Yeah.
Right? And apparently it didn't work.
I mean, it could
You'd
have.
think it all the bugs worked out of it. And granted, it was hot. They're at a higher altitude, so did those things play a part of it? Maybe. But that's part of the learning process in F1.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if maybe they just didn't have enough cooling in their car, enough vents open or something.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
wonder.
their brakes were starting on fire. Then who was it said they had smoke in the cockpit? Was that?
That was Lawson.
I thought one of the Cadillac drivers said that too.
I think they both did.
They both did. Well, if your brakes are on fire, I suppose that's going to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lawson must have figured out his issue then. Did they ever say what it was?
No.
Maybe he's just smelling the Cadillacs somehow.
Could be.
Maybe. Next, we'll talk about Verstappen versus Hamilton. They fought for a couple laps before Hamilton eventually came in. There were a few moments where both of them locked up and they were fighting pretty heavily.
It's fun to see racing.
You guys can be ready.
Proper racing. And yeah, and to see these two especially fighting it out on track and keeping it clean. That hasn't always been the case between these two. But as they've gotten older, as they've matured, they are racing properly and keeping it clean. And we saw Max get the better of Lewis, which is always fun to see. Being Max fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Nothing against Lewis, but just like Max.
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing to add. Fun to watch.
The next big thing that happened during the race was Sainz stopping on the pit straight. Antonelli coming in, missed the VSC, and I think it came out right as he was exiting the pit. So it's not great communication with the Mercedes team there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Just, yeah, he was so committed to the pit that I don't know. I don't know if they would have had time to say to stay out or not.
Yeah, I think he was already going to come in.
Yeah, he was. So
But you would think someone on the pit wall would see a car stop right in front of them, and they would have been able to make that call sooner. But yeah, who knows? I mean, they're moving fast. It's hard to get all that communicated in a short amount of time. So.
Yeah, but Antonelli definitely had some communication difficulties over this weekend. Obviously, with the
In qualifying.
with the Max crash and the miscommunication with the double or non-double.
Yeah, he was
single
told
lead yellow.
yellow when it was
There we go.
a single yellow. Yep.
Yeah, one person who did get the benefit of the VSC was Hamilton. I think he went to soft tires, which I don't really know why they did that.
Yeah, it was early to go to the soft.
I think that kind of put them on the trajectory to just pit with the people who had pit before the VSC. It's a weird strategy. Another 3-stop. I think they wanted to recreate Barcelona. Obviously, we didn't get that.
Well, they were predicting with the higher temperatures that tire deg would be greater than what it has been in the past. So they were predicting a 2 to 3 stop race. So it could have been the right strategy. Didn't work out for Ferrari, but it looks like their upgrades didn't work like they wanted them to work either.
No. It looks like Red Bulls did.
Sure did, yeah. Is that on your list of topics?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Leclerc obviously struggled during that race. It seemed like every time we cut to him, he was getting passed. Eventually finished P8 at the bottom of the top 4 teams. Just not great from him and the strategy, and it's not looking great for him.
It's been a tough couple of races for him. It hasn't been going very well.
and things weren't going Lewis's way either this race. I mean, the last couple races, you could see that things had swung towards Hamilton's favor in the Ferrari garage. But I think both drivers struggled this week. It's too bad for Charles because we know the type of driver that he is, and we just need Ferrari to get their upgrades figured out, their strategy figured out, because Charles definitely has it in him to win races. Nothing against Hamilton again, but he's at the end of his career. Charles is kind of coming into the what should be the peak of his career, and he had been. I mean, last year in the first few races this year, outperforming Hamilton. So he's a racer that had been at the top of his craft, and he's just having a rough go of things at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not predicting that Charles is going to be a 7-time world champion or anything like that. I'm just saying he's a quality driver on par with Hamilton at this point in Hamilton's career, or maybe a little better.
Mm-hmm. I think this car definitely suits Hamilton more, especially more than last year, where Hamilton was struggling a lot, obviously not even getting a podium.
Yeah, he didn't like those high downforce cars.
No.
Next thing, I would say the next thing, I should probably find a new
New transition phrase.
But Max was cutting down the gap to George before the second pit stop. I think it was down to 0.9 or like 9/10, something like that. George came in and Red Bull decided to leave Max out for
6 more laps.
6 more laps.
Talk about that, Mason. What should they have done?
I think they should have come in right after, since they missed undercutting him. They should have come in 1 lap before him, but since they missed that opportunity, they should have just gone 1 lap after. Because they let George build up a 10-second gap when Max came out of the pits, and yeah, that was just too much to claw back in that short amount of laps that were left.
I think they wanted to cover off Kimi. You obviously saw at the end of the race, Kimi closing down the gap to Max even.
Well, even before that, he was closing down the gap to Max. I mean, Kimi was flying in the second and third stints of the race. I mean, he was just lights out.
But Max was also catching George too, so I don't get why they let George build up that gap again. I know they wanted the tire offset, but with the amount of laps that were left, it would have been really hard to catch back up.
Well, then it makes you wonder too. In qualifying, they kept Max in the garage during Q2 to save a set of softs. They have an extra set of softs, which they never put on. So if you're going to keep him out, why not put the softs on him? So he's got better traction, and I don't know. It didn't make sense. And why are you worried about Kimi when you have a chance to go chase down the leader and win the race?
I said this right after the race, but I think if Max had come in a lap after George, I think Kimi would have had a very good shot of winning that race. I think George and Max would have been fighting all the way to the end. I think Kimi's pace would have been too much for them.
So do you think Red Bull was thinking long term and let's take more points off of Kimi in the championship race?
He's pretty far back. Yeah. I don't know about that.
But we saw what he did last year.
How many points back is he? Gotta be like at least 90.
I think it's 90.
Oh, he was further back last year. Later in the season, even.
I think, let's see.
Kimi's at 171. Max is at 73, 98.
All right. Prediction. Max is going to win the world championship.
Okay.
We're coming second.
Nope.
No.
Not again.
You're going for the win.
No,
hey, I'll cheer it on.
Yeah. I'm just saying that.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
No.
No, I wouldn't either, but I don't think it's likely.
Mm-mm.
No, not unless Mercedes messes something up. If they try to
Lots
bring an
of-
upgrade package that just doesn't work,
Mm-hmm.
which is always possible, like Cadillac. You know what I'm excited for? Aston Martin's B-spec car
Let's go.
coming in Belgium, right?
Yeah.
I hope it's an improvement for them.
Yeah. Alonso was a minute off of Albon in 18th. Oh boy.
Yeah, he was 3 laps down.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if their car gets even worse.
Oh. It's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
It's weird having Adrian Newey, one of like the best technical minds ever in F1 probably, and it's just not a good car.
But he wasn't there when they were building this A-spec car, so basically this B-spec car is Newey's design.
So they're gonna win every single race after.
Well, let's not get carried away.
And a world champion.
Yeah. I think Bjorn was saying a few hours ago about how many a few
Did you lose your train of thought again?
I did.
Get back on the
A
tracks.
lot of people are saying that this was a statement win for George.
Oh, yeah, yeah. A lot of the news media, especially the British media, has been saying this is a statement win for George. That this is the big course correct that he needed. He's world champion material. I didn't see it that way. I didn't think George had a very good race. I think Red Bull made mistakes. Kimi had not a great first lap and into the second lap of the race. And like I already mentioned earlier, if this race had been a few laps longer, George isn't winning the race. Max is going to catch him. Kimi's going to eventually catch both of them. George got lucky.
Yeah.
With the qualifying, with the strategy, and I don't see this as a statement victory. This wasn't a standout victory for George. It's a victory. I'm not going to take that away from him, but it's not like the greatest victory he's ever had, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
No, because, yeah, he still didn't have the pace over Kimi.
No.
He still didn't. So I don't get how they can say that, because he didn't look faster than Kimi really at all this weekend.
Nope.
He only got lucky in quali, so.
Yeah, just when it counted, I guess.
Yep.
What should we talk about next? Do you want to go for our predictions from last week?
We don't want to talk more
F2
about British bias.
fantasy? Oh, I guess
No,
go away.
Oh boy.
Gonna rage bait
Controversy.
the UK. No, we don't have to talk about the British bias.
No, go ahead.
Nope, I'm good. I don't need a whole island mad at me.
Island.
What is?
Yeah. Want to go to fantasy?
Sure, we can go to fantasy.
My first team scored 242 points. If I can get to it. I had Kimi doubled, Lindblad, Bortoleto, Hadjar, Hulkenberg, Mercedes, and Ferrari. I'd gotten rid of Colapinto and McLaren. I gained, I think, 20 points from that move, so I think pretty good from that team.
What was your first team, Mason?
I got 200 points. I got Kimi back on my team. What was that? Maybe I did that 2 weeks ago. But I got rid of Carlos Sainz for Lawson. I have Hadjar, Borletto, Hulkenberg, Mercedes, and Haas.
It was good to get rid of Carlos for Lawson.
Sure was.
Yep.
Although Lawson only got 7 points somehow. Even though he had a really good race.
Mm-hmm. My first team, I had 220 points. I had Kimi doubled. The one change I made from the previous race is I got rid of Behrman to pick up Franco. So on my team is Kimi, Pierre, Franco, Lawson, Ocon, Mercedes, and Racing Bulls. I'll go to my draft team because I probably had the fewest points there. 103 points with Charles doubled. I did not make any changes. Looking ahead, if the McLaren, if that's true, what we saw this last week, if that carries forward to Silverstone, I'll probably double Lando. So take the double tag off of Charles, give it to Lando. Then I've got Pierre, Hulk, Lawson, Racing Bulls, and Alpine. Unfortunately, with my budget, there's not a whole lot I can do. So I'm kind of just stuck with this team now.
Yep. I also did not make any changes to my draft team, and I got 183 points. Do I have to go through all my drivers?
You don't have to.
If you want to know, just check out the last video.
Yeah. I also didn't make any changes, and I got 180 points. I go to my no change team. I scored 194. Mason outscored me by 1 point because he had
Yep.
Lindblad instead of Hulk.
How much did you have?
194.
94?
I got 195.
I had 166.
Yep.
You guys actually beat me.
Are the leagues stacking
Yeah.
up?
Bjorn overtook Mason in the first league. He's now ahead by 6 points. For
Wow.
second, not for first.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You got me.
Yeah,
excited
sorry.
there.
I'm still ahead by almost 300 points.
300?
Almost 300. It's
Okay.
like 280 something. In the draft league, the order's the same. Me, Mason, and Bjorn. Big gaps in that one. I'm ahead by 151. And Mason's almost 300 points ahead of Bjorn. In the no change team, Bjorn is ahead of Mason by 7 points. I am in last, behind Mason by 75.
At least
Yeah.
I'm close to the lead in that one.
Yeah, you'll probably overtake me.
I guess we'll talk about predictions if they load.
Yep, mine's not loading either.
Oh,
Oh,
there
there
we
we
go.
go.
You got yours? Okay. Oh, there we go. My results.
I got 109 points with 60% accuracy.
I got the exact same.
I did not. I had 78 points with 30% accuracy.
Yikes.
Yeah. But you know me, I like to make bold predictions.
I went pretty bold too. I chose Lawson to finish ahead of both Alpines and Lindblad, and I doubled that prediction, and I ended up getting that right instead of doubling the podium, which most people usually do.
Yeah, I doubled the podium, and I think I got,
That's where I got most of my points.
yeah. Overall, Bjorn is in the lead with 724. Mason is in second with 701. I'm in last with 674.
I'm pretty proud of myself since I missed that one week of predictions, and I'm so close
Mm-hmm.
to taking the lead. It's a shame I forgot to do them that week.
Is this where we transition to F2?
Sure.
That was a fun race.
It was a
Feature
fun
race. Especially starting around lap 34, 35 through like lap 37 when you had like 5 cars just battling. That was a lot of fun to watch. I've watched a couple times now, and it's still just as exciting. Seeing Goethe make double overtake. No triple overtakes yet.
Yeah. We said this during the race, but the commentators are calling Rafa Kamara camera.
Camera, yeah.
I don't know if he corrected them or what happened, but it just...
It's been Kamara for forever, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was confused because I watched the race before you guys, and then I watched it with you both, and we all kind of said the same thing. Like, what's up with them calling him camera? I'm still going to call him Kamara because that's what I'm used to. Unless he corrected them. If that's how his name is pronounced, I will say it that way. But
Yeah.
just sounded weird. But anyway, back to the racing sprint race. John Bennett gets his
My
first
goat.
victory. Kylan's goat. He's been pulling for John Bennett all season. I think he just pulled a name out of the
It
hat.
finally worked. No, I knew.
You knew.
I knew.
He believes in Trident.
No, just John Bennett.
Just John Bennett. Oh,
I believe in Van Hoopen.
yeah, I believe in Van Hoopen
Oh.
too.
Bennett's better.
But no, it's just nice to see, and I've said this before. Trident, we know their success in F3. It's good to see them make an impact in F2 as well. And then who else? Feature race, Nicholas Solov, his 4th win of the season. He's had 3 feature race wins, 1 sprint win. He is 2 points behind Gabriele Mini for the championship. You had mentioned, Mason, that you did not expect Mini to be this good and this consistent, and I would echo that. I did not expect that either, especially after his first full year in F2 was not great when he was with Prema. Right? Yeah, he was with Prema.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Why do I not remember that?
Because they weren't good.
Yeah.
They still aren't good.
No. Well, Montoya was on the podium for the sprint race,
I suppose. Yeah.
but then was taken out early in the feature race.
Yep.
That's kind of Montoya's MO. Is like he has flashes of greatness, but then kind of falls apart at some points. But it's an exciting battle between Solov and Mini. Hopefully Kamara can get back into it. When he's on, he's on. Other times he seems to struggle a bit. I was thinking to myself, it seems to take him a long time to line up an overtake. He doesn't get the moves done as quickly as he probably should, and he's spending time following cars closely, wearing out his tires, and if he's going to succeed, he's got to get moves lined up quickly and get them done quickly and make his way through the pack. He can't get stuck behind cars in front of him and take multiple laps to get a move done.
A shame, too, for Martinez Stenshorn, who had an unbelievable race to get so up high in the points after starting second to last, just to get a penalty in the race and fall right back out of the points.
But that's on the team too. Like, they got to know you can't pit under a VSC. And again, if he was already committed, you can't exactly jump out. But yeah, it's unfortunate.
He's had a lot of bad luck over this season.
Yeah. There's not much he can do to fight for the championship this year, I don't think. So he might be looking forward to next year already.
I think so. But going into this weekend, going back to Solov, there's a lot of talk of him being pretty much confirmed at Racing Bulls for next year, which meant Lawson would be out of his seat most likely. But Alan Permain did come out and say, no, those are rumors, they're not true. But if Solov keeps continuing to have the success that he's having, those rumors are just going to get more intense, I would imagine.
Yeah. Lawson has been having a good year.
Yep.
But
Yep.
Arvid's close.
What was my comment during the F2 race? Solov's the best Red Bull Junior since Hadjar and Lindblad.
The 2 last Red Bull Juniors.
So basically, he's the present Red Bull Junior.
Yeah.
They just always seem to have someone that's just always good in F2.
Yeah.
Well, there's Iwasa, too, who is a Super Formula champion and racing in Super Formula again this year.
Yeah, he had FP1 with... Did he have FP1?
Wait, is Solov the only Red Bull Junior in F2 right now?
In F2, yeah.
That's pretty rare, actually. Usually they have multiple.
Yeah. Alpine's taken over.
Yeah, they sure are.
Even Don and Minnie didn't know, or Minnie didn't know if it was him or not, because the cars are so similar in their colors.
In the cooldown room.
Yep.
The replays.
Yeah, the Minnie was...
Minnie was pretty excited.
Yeah. Whose car was it that had the flame?
Mary Boya.
Yep.
Engine blew up.
Mm-hmm. And he was very,
Very close to that, apparently.
very expressive about it in the cooldown room.
Said he almost died. Had a heart attack.
Mhm.
What else you got for us? We should probably wrap up pretty soon.
Talk about predictions from last episode.
Our podcast predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we already talked F1 fantasy predictions.
Yeah. Well, why would we talk about it again?
I don't know. Just clarifying.
Stop fighting.
I'm getting old.
My podium prediction was Charles P1, Kimi P2, and Lando P3.
Oof.
Mason's podium prediction was Antonelli P1, Hamilton P2, and George P3. None of them correct.
We had 2 out of the 3 on the podium, so that's pretty
Better
good.
than yours.
Yep. Here comes a banger right here.
No,
No.
I wouldn't say that. B1, Antonelli P1, Charles P2, Hajar P3.
You guys really believed in Charles this week.
I thought he was going to bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
Ferrari let me down.
They always do.
They always do.
I can't believe I didn't go for Max P2 as the Max fan.
Mhm.
Actually,
And being
for
at the Red
Lewis.
Bull Ring.
Yeah. Oh, next race.
Mhm.
Yep.
Max has already voiced his concerns about the Silverstone
Just
circuit.
sandbagging.
I think he was talking about
Because
how,
it's just a bunch of low speed corners.
or high-speed
high-speed
corners,
corners.
because there's nowhere to charge.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be terrible.
So Ferrari will be good then, since they're good in the corners, not the straights.
Sure. Yeah. Mercedes are very good in the straights.
They also have a good battery too, so
Mm-hmm.
What about our bold predictions?
My bold predictions were pole position decided by 2/10 or more. Let's go. Finally got one.
lucky.
We put an asterisk next to that
Okay.
one.
It's official, and it was more than 2/10, so I think I get that one. And I said Bortoleto Q3 in points. I expected more from Audi.
I think
their
they expected
top
more
speed.
from themselves too.
Finished P11 and P12. If we had some DNFs from the top 4 teams like we had the past 2 races, they definitely
Mm-hmm.
would have been there. But
They weren't even really that close to RB either, though.
No.
RB were pretty comfortable there.
yeah, RB have definitely found some pace in these past few races. It's definitely good for them.
They're closing that gap to Alpine.
Mhm.
And what were Mason's bold predictions?
A Hulkenberg DNF, which did not happen,
You're welcome.
Yep.
and Perez Q2, which did not happen.
No.
I might have to stop doing that one.
And Bjorn's predictions were an Arvid Lindblad best result, 6 or higher. He did not get that.
Did not happen.
And 20 cars will finish the race, which did not happen.
Well, it was bold.
Now, we did the random number generator, and we predicted who would finish in that spot for quali, and then a different number for the race. For quali, we got P5, and that was Max Verstappen. I predicted Oscar Piastri. Mason predicted Verstappen, and Bjorn predicted Norris. And then for the race, you got P14. Can you guys remember who got P14?
Esteban.
No, it's
Behrman.
Behrman.
Yep.
I predicted Esteban, Mason predicted Albon, and Bjorn predicted Hulkenberg. So none of us got that one right.
Who was closest?
Well, Esteban finished 15 or 16.
Right behind Behrman, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought
I
so.
think it was Esteban. So
We're keeping track of points here.
No. This is
We're not-
for funsies.
yeah.
No.
Bragging rights.
Well, I got Max right for quali, so
Good job.
That's fun, though. That's fun. Keep her going.
I got the 2/10 one right. I'm proud of that one.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway. What else you got for us?
I think we're
Is that
going a
it?
bit long here.
Is that the end of the show? We'll do a prediction show later this week,
Yep.
or a pre-race show.
Pre-race. Maybe post-sprint quality. We'll have to see if we can get it out before.
Any closing comments from anybody? Any final
Shout out
thoughts?
to Paraguay. Just beat Germany in the World Cup in the penalty shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty entertaining.
This is an F1 show, not a
Well,
World
I'll,
Cup
I'll,
show.
I'll bring it back. Shout out to Oliver Goethe, first podium in F2, the German driver.
You win some, you lose some.
Yep. Sorry, Germany.
And Dirksen's from Paraguay, so there.
There we go.
He also win some, you lose some.
Yeah, for sure.
That is it from the Triple Overtake crew. We will see you in the next episode.